bro.
True, I am very
We
talented.
got assistants now to get us coffee. Oh,
Speaking to the mics.
Okay, yeah. All right. We forgot. We're just hanging out. We're so comfortable together now that we forget we're even recording.
Yeah, we don't even do intros to the podcast anymore because it's like, we're just here. We're doing it.
He was worried that he drank somebody else's coffee, but that's your coffee, man. You're the talent. You're the host of this show.
I am very talented, aren't I?
You are extremely talented. You're the most talented person on this podcast.
No, Jeff. Especially at podcasting, I think that you're a great podcast talent.
I mean, like real life talent. Scott has a music video out and nobody watched it.
Yeah, nobody watched it, but nothing matters, so who cares,
You got like 300,000 views. That's a lot of views. That's pretty good.
It was interesting to me because I can talk about this a little bit. I hyped up this music video for weeks, and the fact that the song was coming out, I let everybody know in multiple YouTube videos leading up to it. So I expected more views on this video than my usual videos, but it got less views than my regular videos. And I was very confused by it. As long as the people that are consuming it enjoy it, then I'm happy.
It wasn't your best work. Let's be honest.
It was an awful song,
I'm
awful
kidding,
video.
dude. I'm joking. I just wanted to see his reaction. I wanted to see if he would finally kill me, but I complimented you on it already. I love it. The cinematography was amazing.
Thank you.
It was probably your best work, but you fucking looked at me like this is it.
No, dude, I'm a very Goose Fraba kind of guy. You ever
Yeah.
seen Anger Management? Jack Nicholson, Adam Sandler?
Yeah, I think I need that at this point in my life, anger management.
Goose Fraba.
That's why I have you, because you calm me down. You are my governor. I go too fast. You say, nope, Jeff, you're not allowed to go that fast. I am legally stopping you right now because my name is attached to this podcast too.
It's not anymore.
Oh, it's not anymore. Now it's half and half. So
Half and half. Co-host, co-host.
have some coffee. Our assistant got us this coffee. He's now your assistant too. So if he fucks up and kills somebody out there on the road while he's getting us this coffee, which is a high possibility, it's on you too, bro.
God damn it. I got my name unattached from the podcast. Now it's attached to possible murder.
Yeah, possible murder for the Starbuckses. But hey, we need coffee. Otherwise, this will never get done. Also, hiring Cody has been a little stressful. He's my assistant, so he's supposed to make my life less stressful, which he is at times, but he's also extremely, stressful at other times. So he'll come interrupt me. I'm learning to deal with my anger problems. I work out now to get rid of them. Do you ever try that?
That's why I go to the gym every single day. It's the only thing that releases positive endorphins in my brain. It's the only thing that makes me feel like I can just relax.
Yeah.
You have to exercise.
Yeah, sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, why do you work out all the time? Like, I'm worried about my appearance and my image so much, but working out really helps me mentally more than anything.
Jeff doesn't need to fucking work out to look good. He looks good no matter what. It's all about his health. That's what it's for. It's not for the ladies. It's not for his self-image. It is for his self-image, not for his image to other people.
Yeah, it's for self-image, I guess. Most importantly, it's for my mental health because I do have serious anger problems and I'm working on them. But yeah, hiring Cody and hiring also, I just brought a bunch more people onto the team to help me with the barbershop series. And when you bring on more employees, you're obligated to pay that salary. You're giving people your word that you're going to be there for them to keep the ship afloat. It's on you. So that is kind of stressful at times because you can't stop doing what we're doing. We started this podcast as a joke, as a prank on our friend.
And it's still a joke. It's a joke. This podcast is a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke, but we have to do it.
We have to do it because it's a job as well. And what you're saying about employees and stuff like that is it is like you have to pay attention to them and put time and effort into them. It's like having a child.
That's a good analogy. It is kind of like being a parent because you can't just become a deadbeat alcoholic and not worry about work anymore.
Hey.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about myself because I used to be like a deadbeat, kind of. I go in and out of my phases. Like, I'm not a super hard worker. I am at times. Now it's like with this many people riding on me, I can't quit. I have to keep doing this. And this podcast, we can't quit because now we have people. We got dogs to feed. We got brand deals coming and we might do ads. One of these days, we might do ads.
One of these days, we're going to do some real fucking ads. But for now, I'm going to advertise my merch company because it's another thing that I have to pay attention to, just like what we're talking about here. There's people riding on me. There's people with jobs because I created a company and I can't quit. Otherwise, they all lose their jobs.
We got a big drop. Nerf's coming out with some stuff soon. He's been working super hard. That's why he's so tired. Nerf has been going for walks. That's another thing Cody's been doing. He's been walking Nerf 4 times a day, and he takes him for a half-mile walk every time. Nerf, I don't know if you could see from the shape of him, but
he just kind of rolls on or the
I've never
walk.
seen a dog hear the word walk and not want to go out. He looks like, oh shit, it's time for
Not
a walk.
again. It's like that's the owner's job to be like, I gotta take the dog for a walk.
Yeah,
That's doing it for you.
That used to be the highlight of his life. Now he just wants to like hide when Cody goes out to take him out.
You said that your vibes are off, your mood is off. Do you ever wake up and just like feel like your day is gonna be shit? Like I woke up this morning, I couldn't find any energy in my body. I was like, I slept for a good 8 hours, and I woke up and I was like, today's gonna fucking suck.
Yeah, I feel like that every morning before coffee. Then sometimes the coffee, most of the time, nine times out of 10, the coffee will make me feel great.
But first, coffee.
Yeah,
Sound
did I
very-
sound like a little bitch right there? Yeah.
You know, before coffee, I'm a little bitch, and then I have coffee, and my day is great.
Yeah, I know, but you know what, dude? I'm sitting here complaining once again. What's new? My life's great, but I still find things to be fucking mad about. I got my YouTube plaque this week. That thing over there.
Oh, gold.
Can we bring it
Let me
out
see
here?
it.
I know you don't care about it because you got like 7 of them, but it was actually
Jay's got it.
it was really cool to see this thing come in. You know, especially because I've caused so much emotional stress on myself. I've scammed the whole internet. I manipulated people. I've turned friends against each other. All for this. This is what they gave me. This thing right here.
I don't even know where mine is. I think I left it in my last house, and they demolished the house, so that thing is gone for me.
Oh, you don't even have yours
I
anymore.
don't have mine. I have my 100,000 plaque somewhere in the box still, but I don't have the million. I'm not
Yeah.
one for trophies, really. It doesn't do anything for me. But you look great with that.
But really, it's just, you know, we'll just keep it down here or something.
So how do you feel about being a 1 million subscriber person?
The same. I feel like I could give up now. I feel like I could give up, but I hired more employees, so I can't.
No, you got to come after PewDiePie. PewDiePie, you got to get to 100 million. Not,
No, I don't
not 1
want
million.
that. I don't want that many, man. He's great,
He's at the top of the throne.
but what am I gonna do? How many people's hair am I gonna cut? You know, eventually I'm gonna run out.
You got to switch up the haircuts. You know, you're doing haircuts up here, so maybe switch it up to you're trimming pubes eventually because
Trim pubes.
you got to find more content. Then you do like armpit hair, or like you learn how to braid hair. You do female haircuts.
I think this is showing why you're my co-host on the podcast and not the barbershop show, because those ideas would never work. We can't show privates on the show, Scott.
You don't show them. You just take a little picture of just the pubic region, not the actual genitalia.
Okay.
All right, bad idea. Whatever.
And that's it for Scott today on the Scott Cast. On the nothing matter. We got to change it back.
All right, like let's bring someone else.
But I started doing a new series this week. It's kind of like a mockumentary, like The Office style.
Uh-oh. Are you stealing the diaries?
No, it's well, the diaries is stolen. Everything on the internet's stolen. So every time you guys comment that I steal stuff, yeah, no shit. People were like so confused. 50% of the comments, people didn't know if it was real or not. I brought Cody into the studio to sing for Dylan Francis because we're trying to figure out what type of videos we want Cody to make.
You told me about that idea, and I really actually do want to watch that video. I didn't know that you posted it yet.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely not a singer, and we were definitely not looking for anything but a comedic bit. I set these situations up to get genuine reactions because you could see when people are acting. Even when I watch TV shows, it's some of the best actors you could be incredible, but it's just some stuff can't be recreated, and some stuff is just so easy to see through that it's acting. And that's why I like mixing the unscripted with scripted. You do it too. Sometimes in your
everybody.
videos.
We all do it.
We all kind of do it. Everybody in the vlog squad kind of does that. And that's not what I set out to do, but that's what entertains me now at this moment in my life. And that's the type of content I want to make. But this one seems so real to some people. Or maybe our audience is just too young.
There's a lot of that for sure. There's people that like I'll make a joke and people are like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you did that. You were so mean." Like blah blah blah. I did something where I bought alcohol for Josh Peck's baby shower or something like that. And I kept it for myself in one of Jason's videos, and people were like, "I can't believe Scott bought whiskey with Jason's money for a present instead of actually getting a baby gift." And that was a joke for the video, and people just did not get it.
I mean, we act a little bit. We act a little on the side here and there. I mean, I do tons of Netflix things. I've been slammed with all the Netflix stuff that I've been
He's
doing.
a superstar.
Have you been seeing all the Netflix stuff that I did?
Little Black Mirror. They changed the name to
They
it.
changed
though.
the name. I don't know what's going on, dude. I just show up. I'm on set. You know, they bring me in. They say, "Oh, we got the leading guy on the call sheet here. Go ahead," and I act, and then I leave. And whatever happens with the finished product after, don't worry about it. I'm too busy cashing the checks.
Have you seen the final cut of it? What'd you think?
It was great. I mean, I like being able to do different stuff. You know, because sometimes I'll film these vlogs and I'll hate them and I'll like, what am I doing filming vlogs? And then sometimes I hate these barbershop videos. Why am I back cutting hair? You're going to feel negative about everything you do in your life at some point.
Yeah.
But as long as you have other things going on, it kind of balances itself out.
Yeah, I try myself to be like, put my hand everywhere, like in eggs in different baskets, you know, like do as much shit as you can, be everywhere, do anything.
Like I'm sure sometimes you're like, fuck vlogging and YouTube and I'm just going to do straight music. And then sometimes you're probably the opposite.
I was thinking today, I was like, I don't have a session to make a new song scheduled right now. I don't have rehearsals for my next show scheduled yet. And like, I need something to look forward to, something like work related to make me feel busy. Cause I woke up and I felt like depressed today. I was like, what do I have going on? Like
Your podcast, bro, huge part of your life.
yeah, but the podcast where I talk about what's going on.
Well, yeah, I guess sometimes you're not in the best mental state to sit here and talk for an hour. But we all go through those phases. You know what? We changed the name to Nothing Matters, and today we're talking about stuff like a lot of things matter. We are hypocrites here, and we're going to sit here and lie to you until you stop watching, but you're still here.
And you know what? Who cares if we do think that things matter, but Nothing Matters is the name of our podcast, because that's merchandisable. Who here would buy a shirt that says Nothing Matters on it? Me. That's cool. So fuck it, you know?
Yeah.
Keep that the name.
But yeah, what we're trying to say is it's good to keep your eggs spread out in different baskets. Am I mixing analogies here? Am I
No,
mixing
that was right. Keep
No,
your
that's-
eggs
that's
spread
correct.
out.
Spread your eggs out in different baskets.
Put
Or
your
no, I
eggs-
think the eggs is don't count your chickens,
No, you were right the first time. So you don't want to put all your eggs in one basket.
because then somebody smashes up that basket, and then all your eggs
got
are
no
smashed
eggs.
up.
For example, for me, YouTube ends. I still have my music career. No.
Do you?
No. That was the idea. I started the merch company thinking like, okay, if I can't sell my own merch anymore because I fall off, I'm irrelevant or whatever, I can still make money from this company. Turns out, when you're an influencer-based merch company, if I'm not selling merch, my company will fail. So I was wrong there. Music-wise, YouTube is the fuel behind the music. Everyone that listens to the music is coming from YouTube. So if YouTube fails, my music also fails. So my eggs in different baskets are very, the baskets are close together.
Yeah, I just feel, So somebody smashing baskets, dude. You're still fucked.
I'm still
your
fucked.
eggs are so close together, man. I feel guilty every time you talk about your merch company because I'm not with your merch company.
But you're already with someone else, and I would never
I
expect
was
you
already
to
in
like.
contract. They make you sign fucking contracts for everything nowadays, and because of these situations, you know, who'd have thought Scott and I would hit it off so much and become business partners on everything? But I gave you Nerf. You know, Nerf has sick merch coming out. I'm gonna be wearing it all the time.
You gave me the prodigal son, the Nerf.
Yeah, so we're able to still collaborate in business outside of here, and you're close together
Yeah.
baskets.
You occasionally talk about Nerf's lifespan and how we might be getting close to the end, though. So I'm kind of worried about, the longevity of our relationship business wise. Don't know how long it's going
Too
to
real,
last.
bro. Some things matter.
What's going to last longer, Nerf or this podcast? That's the real question.
Come on, can we please stop talking about the one thing I love?
I'm sorry. I have a dog too.
Is he still alive? No.
Wake up, man.
He's good. He just really moves. He moves really slow.
All this exercise he's been getting with Cody is probably great for him
It's
because
definitely elongating his life.
Well-
The longevity of his life. It's expanding it.
when we walked in today, he was barking. He never barks. He hardly ever even gets up. But today he's got energy, so I think he's finding his youth again.
Yeah. He's been working hard. He's been exercising, and like what we talked about earlier, it helps you with your mental state. So Nerf was going through a tough time. We got him working out, and now he's happy and he's doing great.
As far as exercising and feeling good, like dogs are the epitome of needing exercise to feel good. Like unless it's a little small fat dog that doesn't like working out, but most dogs love exercise.
Yeah, because we talk to dogs and we know what they think. Like, how did they find out that dogs are colorblind? Did somebody fucking ask a dog and the dog was like, "Oh no, I can't. It's all black and white to me."
Being colorblind is so weird to me because people that are colorblind, like they still see colors. They're just like some of them look different than other colors. So like blue to me would be like red to someone else sometimes.
But but who's figuring this shit out? We might all have it all messed up. Who figured out that dogs are colorblind? Can we look it up?
Bill Nye,
sure,
probably.
I'll look that up.
Let's Joe Rogan this, man. Let's
Probably
do real
Bill Nye.
research.
There's some conflicting information. It says dogs are not colorblind in the sense they only see black, white, and gray. They can only see a range of perceivable colors, but I can't find how did they prove that?
What I've
They're gonna
heard,
have a field day in the comments about this. When we get things wrong, they love to make fun of us. We don't know what we're talking about.
we don't. And when I grew up, I learned from people, teachers and shit, that dogs see black and white, and that's it. And then there was a new study that came out saying that dogs actually do see color, just not as many. It's kind of like a dimmer color. And,
We figured it out.
and now I don't know. Okay, tell us.
So they dissect the eye and look at a dog's eye and realize that eyes have rods and cones to identify colors. Rods tell you bright, dim. Cones identify color. Humans have 3 cones, which detect the
too
dogs
gruesome.
have 2.
Too gruesome. Let's come up with a funnier answer. Ace Ventura, that was a true story, and he talked to dogs.
Yeah,
so thank
Dr.
you, Ace
Doolittle.
Ventura, right?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
a
no.
lot better
Is
than
that the right?
Ace
Dr.
Ventura.
Doolittle is
Yeah.
the one that can talk to
Which
animals.
one's the Jim Carrey one?
Jim
that,
Carrey's Ace Ventura.
He talks to the raccoon.
Okay, he doesn't really talk to them. He kind of like he does like noises, animal noises, and
Can we hear some animal noise?
that's like a dolphin or a chimpanzee. I'm not sure.
Okay, let's
What
do
was-
seagull.
What's a bear?
Where's this going?
Hey,
What other animals? Give me an animal, Jay. Nerf. That was perfect.
okay, that's it for the SFX session, the sound effects segment. We had a pretty eventful week. Well, I did.
Should we start with my boring week before we go
Let's
into
get
your
yours out of
eventful
the
week?
way.
I had a new song releasing, which everyone knows about because we talked about that already. No one watched it, but I went on KTLA with Bruce and we performed it live, and it actually didn't turn out god awful. Usually, when I do a live performance acoustically, sounds like
you did
shit.
this on the news this week?
I did it on the news.
Why didn't you post about this on Instagram? I would have.
I posted it on my Instagram story.
Okay, I've been real busy, bro. I'm gonna get around to watching it right now.
Oh no, we're not watching this video on the podcast.
Why
It's
not?
like 5 minutes long.
Can we get a little snippet?
If Oscar has it pulled up, we can do a little snippet of it. But
It's a screenshot of it. At least he's trying to be organized over
look,
there.
it doesn't sound god awful, but it doesn't sound the greatest.
Oh, you look cool and confident up there, bro. Look at Bruce.
Looking fucking hot. Look at the shirt he's got on.
I think you sound great, bro.
Oh, that's really cool, dude. All right, enough.
That was probably the worst part of the vocals. So if you guys,
I really like those animal sound effects that you were doing. You should do those next time you go on the news.
yeah, they're like, play your song. I'm like, that's my bear sound effect. Now I'm gonna perform my song.
That's great. So, anything else you do exciting this week?
By the time we get to the podcast after the week is over, I can't really remember what I've done. It all blends together because I don't do anything.
Write
So
down notes
basically,
or check your archive of your Instagram stories. That'll help you remember.
I did live recording sessions, working on my album. It's all boring shit. It's like it's work stuff. The entertaining stuff comes after I put the things out.
I didn't have that crazy of a week. I was kind of just busy working. A lot of exciting stuff happening with the barbershop show. We actually partnered with somebody really big, so that's going to be cool. But it's, a little
a
stress in the beginning, but good stress.
Brand deal partnership, or like you partnered with a person.
Another
that's coming on?
barber is coming to do the haircut. I wish. No, we're remodeling a little bit. I don't want to give away too much
Oh,
because,
fuck.
that's part of the show.
But you're hyping up the show right now.
I guess, yeah. It's two different worlds, two different people. Yesterday we went to some parties, me and David.
Ooh, where was my invite?
You didn't get invited?
I did not. I actually called Todd because I saw you guys were out somewhere. I was like, yo, what's up? What are you guys doing? He's like, I'm out right now. I'll call you when I get home. Bye.
Well, we were just hanging out with a bunch of celebrity girls that
Yeah, that's cool.
have crushes on us. So it was just like a regular weekend.
Yeah, for sure.
David got over 500,000 followers on his new disposable camera.
I saw
account.
that. That was pretty insane. And like the likes on there, better than my Instagram already. And he just
Seriously?
threw it up in 24 hours. Well, not quite, but close. David's disposable.
That just goes to show you that we mean nothing because it doesn't matter. Anybody that's around David's going to get 500,000 followers in a day.
You know what else is sad about that is like I saw David do it and it made me want to do, like I want a disposable camera now. And
I
you
know.
know how many kids are going to go out and buy a disposable camera?
I know. I love breaking David's balls, but I texted him and I told him, I was like, I think this thing is the best thing that's happened to you since vlogging. And it's so stupid.
He's
It's
got
just-
a new hobby.
Yeah, it's the most simple thing, but he's so good at that. Like, he's so good at just taking the most simple thing and showing himself and the rawness and the realness and being able to make things so funny and so creative out of nothing.
Yeah. Todd texted him because he posted something on his page about his disposable camera and he didn't post the picture with Todd in it, but he texted it to Todd and Todd's like, you didn't put me in the post. And then David was like, imagine how Scott feels. He didn't even have a picture.
Yeah. You don't have one single.
No, I don't.
He slaps that thing at me all day long.
Well, yeah, you're just a camera magnet. I'm over here.
No, I think I'm just with him at like exciting moments a lot of the time now. You're out like on dates and like doing music videos and news interviews on KTLA.
I gotta find some balance. I gotta find time to hang out with my friends, and I think that's very important for people that are, very career oriented and like trying to build success and shit like that. You gotta find time to just fucking chill out and hang out with your friends too. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's something that bugs me a lot of the time. Is I feel like I don't do that.
Well, do it more, bro. Come around and we'll do our podcast unrecorded when we hang out in real life. But yeah, David's great. He's amazing. He's so talented. He's so sweet and charming. And
His
he
hair
edits-
isn't receding.
Yeah, his full head of hair is going to be there forever. He's really good at taking pictures on disposable cameras.
Really
and
good.
You know what? He's the best at it. That's why he has 500,000 followers, right?
I think it's like 550 now. It's like it keeps on rising.
Yeah, and you know what? That guy, we offer him our like nice fancy camera gear and equipment, and he just says no. All I need is my one camera and my iMovie. He edits what iMovie. Do you
He
edit
still
with
uses iMovie, huh? He didn't even upgrade to Final Cut. I use
use
Final
Final
Cut,
Cut,
but
right?
like that's the same thing as iMovie, just a little bit more complex. By the way, guys, before we keep on going with this podcast, all of our names have changed. Since we changed the name of this, we now have Nothing Matters PC on Instagram and Nothing Matters PC on Twitter. So if you guys want to interact with us, send us tweets, send us Instagram DMs, then we can, do some fun stuff with you guys.
I went to the doctor this week because I've been getting sinus infections, and they said that I need to get nasal surgery.
Nasal surgery.
That's what the doctor said to me.
It's not called nasal surgery.
Yeah, it's actually called like something completely different. It's sinoplasty because I had my
Huh.
nose broken when I was like 15. I got it was a sucker punch, but I got fucking rocked pretty good, and I never cared to fix it.
You have a fucked up nose? Does it look fucked up? It doesn't. You're Owen Wilsoning on us?
Yeah, I mean my nose is a little busted up, but the insides is the sinuses are touching.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I'm gonna have to get it fixed or just get horrible headaches for the rest of my life. I might do either one. Who knows?
It's not visibly noticeable. I think you have a great nose.
Thank you, dude. You too.
But speaking of Owen Wilson, I was talking the other day about movies like from an era that you can go back to, and they're always going to be good movies. And I feel like Owen Wilson, Adam Sandler, Will Ferrell, Vince Vaughn. You know the movies I'm talking about? Forgetting Sarah Marshall or like 50 First Dates, Shanghai Noon. Like they're just like fun, easy to watch movies that like you're always going to enjoy.
Yeah, old school.
Like, oh yeah, they're like,
Dodgeball.
yeah, all those movies. Like there's no movies like that anymore.
Yeah,
I feel
dude, you
like.
got a fucking dart in your neck. And he's like, "What? You're crazy, man."
You can dodge a ball, you can dodge a wrench. If
Those
you
are
can
the
dodge a
best.
wrench, you can dodge a ball. Fuck.
Comedy movies suck now.
It's weird. Like I feel
I think
like
we
there's-
ruined it.
Everybody's watching YouTube now. We got to give Adam Sandler his throne back.
Let's give up.
Yeah.
We give up. We quit. All right, let's get into the segments.
So this week we're going to do a new segment called Advice from Assholes, and y'all can send in your advice or your questions on the comments. I sometimes see those. Tweets are better. Emails even better.
Should
or
it
DMs.
be advice from asshole and nice guy? Because I think we're kind of seen as like
Okay, yeah. You want to be? Which one are you?
I'm nice guy.
Oh, of
no,
course,
I'm just
yeah.
kidding. Advice from assholes flows a lot better, and I can be a total asshole sometimes. So let's.
You don't have to be an asshole. Maybe you should give some really great advice. Okay, let's just jump right into it. Let's do it. Okay, Scott. All right, so Jessica said, my boyfriend never wants me to meet his friends. Bad sign. Been together a few months. Think it's a bad sign?
Maybe he's protecting her from his asshole friends.
Yeah, maybe your boyfriend needs to cut those people out of his life.
It's probably a bad sign if he doesn't want to bring you around to hang out with his friends. But then at the same time, you guys are in the beginning of your relationship. You need space. You need to do your own thing still before you go full mesh into each other's life. I know.
Dump your girlfriend, dump your friends. all
Wait
of
a
them
minute. This
cut-
is a girl asking for the advice.
Okay, dump your boyfriend, let him be with his asshole friends, and end up in prison because that's where he belongs.
This is exactly what I was hoping for with this segment.
Seriously, I wasn't listening to the first part. I'm not gonna lie, I got a lot of action going on my phone, so I didn't hear anything that you guys were talking about.
He's getting a lot of action, guys.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of action over here.
Those
It's a
DMs,
busy
huh?
week.
So that's what it is. I give like a sort of actual thought advice, and then Jeff says, "Fuck him, go to prison."
You're getting good at these
Doesn't matter.
segments.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
All right, yeah, we got one more. This is something I'd like people to actually like write and ask you guys things because I feel like you give great advice and Jeff gives advice as well.
I'm just keeping it real, bro. I just want to be honest with you guys because we care over here. You know, we're not going to sugarcoat things. I expect you guys as my friends to be honest with me.
So you're gonna be honest with them.
Oscar's just fed up with me over there.
So Jeremy says, "Hey dudes, I'm a big guy. I like to drink, but I really want to get in shape. What can I do? Stop drinking or stop eating?"
You're going to get two sides to this.
I thought this was a great one.
Great question.
I drink and I go to the gym every day and I eat a lot. So it's you know, you got a bunch of different things you could do. I think when I cut out drinking, I will lose more weight. If I eat better, I will lose more weight. The biggest thing for me is working out.
Okay, so for me, I went through years and years of drinking alcohol and partying and very little fitness. Then I went to jail and there was no alcohol except for the little bullshit stuff that we made in the toilets, but I didn't drink that often. I came out of jail and just from not having alcohol in my system, my body fat disappeared. There was zero. I went into the negatives of body fat. Everybody was like, "Hey, dude, you got veins all over your stomach."
But that definitely doesn't work for everybody, just cutting out alcohol. It's definitely adding to the calories, like all your intake of alcohol calories are empty bullshit calories that don't do anything for you. So you're going to lose some weight if you quit drinking.
But I did come out and then I eventually got back into drinking and tried to balance it with my rigorous workout routines in the morning and then drinking and partying at night. We call it networking, going out at the nightclubs and hanging out. Really, it's just hanging out and drinking. But then in the mornings, my cardio would just be to kind of sweat out the alcohol and get my day going. But now, no alcohol, just work out and I eat whatever I want. My whole diet is just Swedish fish. Do you know that? I'm not even eating any meats, nothing, just straight up Sour Patch Kids sometimes.
Are we sponsored by candy yet? We should be
I
sponsored
wish,
by candy.
dude. Well, all my money goes into either sneakers or candy. That's all I spend my money on.
I think bottom line is the answer to this question is you drink less, you're going to lose some weight. You eat less, you're going to lose some weight. Just eat healthier. Like you eat the same amount, but eat healthy shit. Eat vegetables, meat, cut out carbs or something like that. And work out. Cut out drinking. Do it. Be like Jeff.
Yeah, it's time wasted, but hey, life is short. Enjoy it. If you enjoy partying and you can manage it with your life, I'm not telling you not to, you know, go ahead. But I'm not telling you to also. Am I an enabler? Yes.
Yes.
Go for it, Scott.
An instigator,
Drink up.
an enabler. Thank you.
Come in, tell me
appreciate
those
that.
wild drunk stories, and I'll sit here and tell you about my boring little sober life eating candy.
That's crazy, isn't it? I drink a lot, but I have no exciting stories. Jeff is sober, but he has a lot of exciting stories. That just goes to show you that alcohol doesn't create fun. You create fun.
That's right. And I'm out, I'm eating candy, and I have a reason to get to the gym in the morning because I ate all that candy last night, and that's what keeps me going. So I'm fueled off of candy. You guys find your fuel and find your inspiration and work off of that.
I'm all hopped up on Mountain Dew.
Yes.
I'm going to come at you like a spider monkey. Mm-hmm.
Scott,
I don't know what I'm talking
Scott's
about.
fuel is whiskey, and that's what gets him going at night to write his music, and then it gets him going in the gym in the morning to have something to burn off and sweat out. To each their own.
Guys, you got to be careful with that, too. If you drink a lot, you can get a DUI in the morning when you're hungover. It's still in your bloodstream. So
Is that true?
that's true. I know people who've gotten DUIs after drinking the previous night, and they're completely sober. It's still in your blood.
Damn. That's crazy.
So be careful out there, everyone. Don't do that.
Hey, that was actually good advice right there. Yeah, a true asshole might like say, you know, just add cocaine or methamphetamine to your diet and that will really make you skinny. But I like the way you guys took it. I'm not going to call this advice from asshole. Advice from two nice guys that care.
We should call it advice from assholes anyways, but sometimes assholes have good things to say.
That should have been the name of our podcast, Advice from Assholes.
Where were you when we needed you most?
I'm coming up with the segment names, guys. Come on.
AFA.
Well, the most important thing is the name of the podcast doesn't matter. So that's what it should have been because it doesn't matter.
But we can't change the podcast name a third time. I feel like that's fucked up.
Yeah, we can because it doesn't matter.
I guess we could. But what looks better on a shirt? Doesn't matter or nothing matters?
We're falling apart. We're not professional over here.
I think you guys are
What's
doing great.
new?
Who needs to be professional? Amateur is better.
Cody just texted me. He's on his way back. I want to get into that when he comes in. We're going to have him tell an embarrassing story because unless you have anything else to add.
No, that was good. That was advice from assholes. And if you want your questions or if you have anything you need help with from these two assholes, I guess, DM them to us, tweet them to us, and we'll address them. You guys are great. nothingmatterspodcast@gmail.com. Very easy.
Video submissions, we can watch those things. You get your face up here on this screen, get some YouTube airtime, and we'll pick you apart.
I like it.
So send us your stupid bullshit, and we'll tell you that it sucks.
So Cody's just adapting to everything. You know, he's been locked in a cage for 4 years, and I kind of made him jump into a whole crazy life where he's getting followers now, and it's
Gonna overwhelm him.
It is overwhelming. We've been trying to do some videos for him and find out what he wants to do. I was giving him some advice earlier, and I was giving him advice like I was talking to a child, because how do you tell somebody where to start from, you know?
It's hard. I think when it comes to like this job that we do on social media, you have to really have the drive for yourself. Because I've tried that with my little brothers and stuff too. I'm like, you have all the tools you need. You have me. You have an audience already that's given to you by me. Now, if you have the drive to make videos, then people will watch you because people know you. And sometimes it just doesn't translate depending on what that person wants.
Yeah, a lot of people let go of that creative energy that you always, like, everybody's born creative. Everyone, like when we're kids, we're all like, you know, drawing pictures and coloring in books and stuff like that. And a lot of the times, like coloring, you know, they tell you, like, you just color in the lines. It's fucking easy. People get less creative as life goes on. You become an adult. We're like 47 years old now, and we're still like forced to create things. You gotta keep that creative energy, because as a kid, you don't care. You paint something, it gets hung up on the fridge, and you're fine with it. You know, like, you know, you don't even think twice about it.
Yeah, you have that imagination. You can play a video game and get lost in that video game or something like that. But now your real life is the thing that you need to be creative.
Now, like, we're doing a podcast and we're just hanging out talking, and I don't give a shit, but we are talking to hundreds of thousands of people.
Millions.
Millions of
Billions.
hundreds of thousands.
Billions.
And you know what? Doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Just be creative. Do what you want. Life's short. I'm telling Cody how to do YouTube videos. I don't even know how to do fucking YouTube videos, but I got a 1 million subscriber plaque under my ass right now that'll probably never leave that position. Therefore, probably pee on it later.
That is crazy too. Like, people can ask for advice on how to make a YouTube video, how to be a successful YouTuber, but there really is no good advice. Shit just happens
Just
sometimes.
be yourself, be creative, be honest with people, and that's what we're trying to do here. Is just keep it real. But Cody's back. Cody, you want to come out here and help me with the embarrassing stories from my past segment, my favorite segment that I love doing so much.
Jeff's embarrassing stories.
Good to have you back, Cody.
Thanks for having me back.
Got a lot of good feedback last time.
Yeah, everyone wants you.
Okay, let's jump right into it. So last time we talked a little bit about Justin Bieber. We got a little history with him. Good friend of ours. Don't be shy.
I'm not. What do you want to talk about him?
I want to talk about the time you really embarrassed me that one time really badly, and I haven't been able to sleep good since.
Me and Jeff used to practice the boyfriend song in the room.
Okay, now I wanted to talk about this. I had it planned that I wanted to talk about this for a while now, and since you just said that right now, I'm instantly embarrassed.
You want me to keep it real?
Okay,
You guys used to sing the song?
Well, we used
Like
to
rehearse
do the choreography, like dancing around.
you remember
to
the
it.
song "Boyfriend"?
Yeah.
Justin's earlier career when he was kind of, you know, teeny bopper-ish. He was a pop
How
star.
does it go? I forget exactly how it goes. What is it?
It's a very
I could be
well
your
choreographed
boyfriend.
dance routine. If I was your boyfriend.
So you know it.
Yeah,
you
but-
practiced it that much.
Yeah,
Damn.
but I was younger at that time. Actually, that's not my excuse because I was older at the time, and there was no excuse for me to be dancing to this song. I was kind of doing it like ironically, like this was just a funny song at the time. I'm a few years older than Justin. There's no excuse why I should have been dancing to that song, but I never thought that he would know that I did memorize that choreographed dance routine until my birthday party where Justin decided to just show up and surprise me, kind of. We had a birthday dinner. It was so cool, man, because, you know, it's the most famous kid in the world. He's a great guy. He shows up at my birthday party, and he's just hanging out. And then the party comes back to my house after. And Cody at this time was a different Cody. He's not the new and improved Cody that I have him saved in my phone as today. He was under the influence. He was on a lot of alcohol. We'll just leave it at that. We'll just say that he was on alcohol. And he got a little excited to see Justin. took a selfie with her. No. What did you say to Justin when you first saw him?
Well, when I first seen you, well, actually, he approached me. We were at Mr. Nice Guy, and I was all Hennessy'd up, drinking.
When you first saw him, you said you look like a washed-up Justin Bieber. So not only did you insult him for looking a little washed up that night because we were all out drinking,
Yeah.
you got his name wrong and you called him Justin Bieber.
And then I told Jeff, I think I saw him at Mr. Nice Guy. He said, "Oh, that is him." So I went back and asked him for a photo. He gave it to me, and then that was that. And then we went to Jeff's house at 1600 Vine, and it was Jeff didn't have any alcohol, but I still was under the influence.
Yeah, that's right. I had no alcohol at the house. I only had a little bit of marijuana, and we all smoked.
We were
and
just smoking a bunch
I
of
didn't
weed.
smoke at all at the time, and I smoked a little weed, and I was very paranoid. I was very, on edge, because that's how you get when you don't.
Did
really
you show
smoke.
him your choreography?
I didn't expect that to come up at all, but then Cody puts the song on for everybody in the house that's all high now. And he puts on Boyfriend and the song's blasting. And he goes, "Yo, Jeff, remember we used to dance to this in your room?" And he says it's in front of Justin and his whole entourage. And that was the most embarrassing moment of my life.
But did you bust out the moves? Did you dance for him?
I think I yelled at Cody and threw him out of my house. I think that was my first move. I definitely did not dance Justin's dance routine in front of him. I think Justin at that point had already grown out of that phase in his career, and he was embarrassed of it. But I was so embarrassed that I had memorized that routine, and Cody knew that deep, dark secret about me and decided to share it with everyone. And now I'm sharing it with you guys. 500,000 people, millions and millions of people that listen to this. I don't know why. But thank you for that embarrassing segment.
Can you do the choreography now?
Absolutely not.
No?
No way.
I think people would love to see that if you
Do
know
we
a
have
little bit of
anything
it.
else we need to talk about? Is there anything?
I mean, there's one more topic we could cover. Last week there was a controversial YouTuber who had some words. Maybe you want to address that, Jeff?
Oh, wow. Yeah. Another
Mr. Scandal
controversy.
Magnet.
Another controversy attracted to me. Wow. That's great. Cody, thank you for coming out. I really appreciate that embarrassing story. Thank you for doing that, because that's life. Sometimes embarrassing things happen, but they become funny stories later on in life. So thank you. I really appreciate
All right,
that. I
and
don't
appreciate
regret
you
one
telling
thing.
my parole officer about this podcast because now I'm underneath observation.
That's true, but we didn't do anything
outta here.
incriminating because we're on parole and we don't want to go back to jail because life's good.
So what happened with this controversial shit? What's going on?
Somebody who also has a comedy podcast in the comedy category was not able to take a joke.
It was a joke on a sensitive subject, right? So we took it the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't see what the big deal is. Like, I don't have a problem with him. Like, what did he do? He killed his brother in the forest and then had a party about it or something like that.
Let it out, Jeff.
We don't really take it too serious when people joke around with us. I have a very dark past. I made a lot of mistakes, and I just make jokes about them. And then I get paid to make jokes, so it kind of works out good. I turn the negative into a positive.
Self-deprecation, baby.
Self-deprecation. Hopefully one day those two brothers can learn how to take jokes. Now, obviously, I would not address any real beef in a YouTube video that I would post publicly on my platform to my audience.
You just want him to reach out to you personally and not over YouTube.
If anything happens to him or anybody around him in the future, I had nothing to do with it.
So don't call me up. I'm going out tonight. I'm feeling good in the end of my life. I don't know what to do. Should we just blow out the fucking candle? Did you say what you need to say?
Guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.